This individual is concerned about sea lions. So we're seeing more and more sea lions. What are you doing? The Marine Mammal Protection Act is outdated.
Yeah, I get so many letters and calls about sea lions. Like, this is not small potatoes. I guarantee, my mom is from Forks, Washington, and all of her uncles and they all lost their jobs. And my cousins ate because their daddies were good fishermen. And there is that instinct of having an actual relationship to local food and your local, your local environment and natural resources locally. And it is driving people crazy to see. I don't know if you guys have seen these stellar sea lions, but they are literally the size of a Volkswagen Bug. And they easily eat hundreds of fish a day. And often these are critical parts of our food system, not just for recreational fishers, but actually our tribal nations. The families that have a real relationship to our land and our water, people whose families have been fishermen, and it's not a small thing. And I have seen what happens basically with sea lions is that they watch each other and they come in from the ocean and they chunk up eating salmon, and then they go back out to the ocean and they recruit more of their brethren to come back and feed. And that recruitment cycle is really damaging. And so if your goal is to limit that recruitment and to limit the number of sea lions who are impacted by a removal project, it should be to prevent that recruitment. There was a really interesting kind of natural experiment where on the Willamette River they had the permits to be able to remove those sea lions immediately. And so the recruitment cycle never happened. So they were able to sort of prevent that influx and that sort of catalytic recruitment that happens. And so I would argue that the more responsible thing is to have a more aggressive approach up front and not just allow the recruitment cycle to keep going and going and going. But I guarantee you, this is not a small thing. This is easily in the top 10 issues that I get letters on from folks.
What do they taste like? Chicken, right? Everything tastes like chicken, right?